Coming up on this episode of the Spiro podcast.
We got together as a team and we feel this is the most important thing that you all can do to build your business.
Welcome to the Spiro podcast, managing your real estate photography and videography business. With your hosts, Todd Kivimaki and Craig Magrum.
Hi, and welcome to the Spiro podcast, managing your real estate photography and videography business. Spiro is a software platform that's designed to help you run your day-to-day real estate media business and ultimately help it grow and to help it scale. And we just want to welcome you back to another week. I'm Craig Magrum, host of the podcast, and with me each and most every week, Todd Kivimaki, owner of Spiro. And welcome back, Todd.
You as well, Craig. We made it back from Vegas. The planes all lined up.
Right.
So everything, it was great that the workers were still there and TSA, but it was a fabulous time. We're going to jump into that now, or in this podcast, but it is good to be back on with you. It was great to see so many of you in person.
Yeah,
it was a time of my life.
I had a great time in Vegas, not because of Vegas, but because of those of you that were at the REPP conference. We want to say thank you. People were so kind, Todd.
Yes.
Just very, very, very kind. But before we jump in we're going to do a kind of a REPP 2025 recap episode. Mm-hmm. Both Todd and I's thoughts and your thoughts as well, those of you that we were able to talk to. But before we do that, do you have any updates or announcements for Spiro or the industry in general?
Yes. So I want to give you just a little bit of information here. Towards the end of this month, or maybe very beginning of December, we are going to launch new updates for you, and that will include our CRM features. So we were able to debut our commercial at REPP, and one of the new things we're bringing to you, just on the heels of another new thing being Titus, is the first features of the CRM. Now, a question I got asked from a lot of you is, how much will it cost and what will it be? I want to take 2 minutes here to tell you and to answer those questions. Number one, what we will launch in this next sprint will not be any additional cost to you. Okay. We are building these features so that you can focus on actions that actually move your business forward. Okay. You have to take actions if that's growth. And that is going to come in a redefinition and re-engineering of your agent grid. Remember, these are the people that you serve, that you sell to. And we are going to give you this incredibly flexible grid where you can change the columns of whatever you want so that you can see data that's relevant. And we're going to give you a tremendous amount of more columns of data. So do you want to call your highest paying clients, highest revenue generating clients? Great. Add in revenue all time. Do you want to call new clients? Add in that column. Do you want to know who your star was this quarter? Revenue this quarter, average order value. You will have all of that. And the other thing that you'll have is you'll have the brains at wow. What we do, we are going to predefine filters for you. So you want to take our 21, almost 22 years of experience and do new client calls, do client day of delivery calls, do VIP calls. Just click the filter. We're going to have a lot of educational material for you, but we want to focus on the client grid. We're going to give you the ability to set future follow-up dates. And this is going to be the first start. This is the thing that we feel we got together as a team, and we feel this is the most important thing that you all can do to build your business. If that's revenue, many of you, that's revenue. Okay. We coach some of you in orbit, and maybe it's fix one or two things, and it always goes back to revenue. And that is what drives your business. That's what has driven WOW. And we want you to have these tools. So lots more education. But the thing is that's what you'll get, and you're not going to pay anything more. So good news there.
That's awesome. Incredible.
And excited. It's just the community is so generous to us. It's like we wanted to do this, and could we charge for it? Yes, we could charge for it. And would you get value out of it? Yes, you would get value out of it. But I want to give value first. I want you all to grow your business in Spiro. You all have taken such good care of me. I know you will continue to do it. I want to continue to give to you. So that's our goal.
Very cool.
The second thing, put 45 seconds on the shot clock for me. I want to talk about Titus. Titus is our pay at close option. It launched a little over about a month ago. And I want to give you some stats. We looked at pay at close versus pay now. So when an agent has to pay now or on download versus when they can pay at close. The transactions, average order value, pay at close is 40% higher.
Wait,
40% higher than pay now.
that's incredible.
Yeah, I agree, Craig. I think it's incredible. And my mind is really shifting and has been shifting around this. So if you're saying, hey, my agents don't want that, will all of your agents use it? No, they won't. But will you be able to help serve agents better who only have limited amount of money right now? Maybe they just got 3 new listings. We had a story of a user who their agent got 6 new listings. And she was like, hey, this Titus is incredible because I could not have marketed the listings to the level that I want to if I didn't have Titus.
Yep. That's awesome. Six listings in like a condensed space of time.
Like one, I don't know if it was a builder or what it was, but 6 came in and in a matter of a small amount of time. And when those agents get listings, remember, they pay money.
Right.
It's not like they get a check right away. They have to pay out a lot of money.
That can be nerve-wracking if you're nervous to spend money. I mean, we all know we have to spend money to make money, but that can really tie things up. So, okay, very cool.
For sure. I mean, agents carry 5 times the credit card balance as a normal consumer.
Wow.
5 times. Yeah. I remember when we got our first $35,000 credit card bill, I was like 30 and we didn't, it's not like we bought, like we just covered expenses. Like it can be shocking. And I hear these stories from you, like building a business takes money. And you have a solution for your agents with Titus.
Perfect.
Lastly, I want to mention Auto HDR. And Matt was at the conference. He's going to be at PMRE, which you'll probably, if you're there right now, we're there as well. Matt will be there. I just want to say that if you've looked at Auto HDR in the past and it didn't tick all the boxes, I'm just asking you to look again. I think Matt is an incredible partner for the real estate industry. We use it full time at WOW. We'll send about 750,000 images. Our team could not be happier. The new model he just put out is just incredible. And he is giving back. He's created this playbook of how to use AI, how you can grow your business with SOPs, AI avatars, content. What he is doing for the community is fabulous. I just wanted to give him a shout out here on the podcast because he is working very hard behind the scenes and his business has been going for less than a year. We met him in Vegas last year. He showed me on his cell phone a few of the images. So it's crazy what he's done in less than a year. And if you just have kind of said, well, AI editing is not for me, I'm just asking you to look at it again because the new version that they just put out, I think you owe it to yourself and your clients to look at that model. Yeah.
I think I've seen 2 or 3 posts in various Facebook groups, real estate media Facebook groups, looking at reviewing Auto HDR and comparing it to another competitor. I'm not going to say what their name is, that they had been more leaning towards the competitor. And now saying, I've done a side-by-side and I can't believe how far Auto HDR has come. And it's now my preference. 2 or 3 of those posts just in the last week I've seen.
Yeah. And that's the power of having someone in the industry create something for you. Right. I think that's our unique advantage at Spiro is that we flex Spiro as hard as possible every day at our media company. And we think about how we can continue to make it better. Matt does the same thing. He's got a very high-end business on the East Coast and he's not even working. He's SOP'd, he's optimized it. He has someone that runs it. He still thinks like a business owner and what his business needs. So
perfect. All right.
And Titus and Auto HDR completely fully integrated in Spiro. So we're the first to do both of those. We're the only to have Titus. We want to make it easy for you all. We're the first to do Spiro CRM. We're the first to give you CRM functionality. I'm sorry, I'm tooting our horn a little bit here, but we will continue to be the first to give it to you because I want to have it first at my media company.
Good stuff. And we just want to say thank you to all of you that came up to the Spiro booth at REPP 2025 and just the very kind things you had to say, your excitement for Spiro. And Todd, maybe one more announcement we have to make, but I think I counted at least half a dozen people mentioned to me that they had not yet purchased tickets for this, but they were going to, coming to Spiro Sync 26.
Yes, Spiro Sync. If you were in Vegas at Eli's conference, the REP conference, or if you missed it, say you were online and you want that experience, it's not going to be as big. It's going to be more intimate at 150 people, and tickets are going fast. This is a great time to bring your assistant potentially. You don't have to. I've had that question, but if you have a team, I can tell you from experience, I took a large team to REP with us from WOW and from Spiro, and just the team bonding and building that we did. It was so invaluable to have that time human to human at Gordon Ramsay's eating burgers and walking up and down the strip, just all of those little things I can tell you were invaluable for the team and as me as a business owner.
Yeah. Great time.
So if you want to book, get a ticket, please don't delay on this because I cannot have more. I can't make any exceptions, okay? I cannot make any exceptions for this because we're limited by the fire marshal at the building that we have rented, okay? We cannot sell more than 150 tickets. So excited. Shannon and I are going to talk. Eli is going to talk. Colleen's going to talk. There's going to be many other presenters in breakout rooms. Craig's going to hold a session. And so I could go on and on about this, and I don't want to because I want to get to the podcast for you guys. But please just book it now if you are thinking about going. Spiro.media, click Spiro Sync.
Yep. January 22nd through the 24th, I believe it.
January 22nd and 23rd, correct. The 24th is VIP. It's sold out. We still have the early bird tickets for the 22nd and 23rd. It's going to be incredible. So you're going to get 95% of everything on the 22nd and 23rd.
Good deal. Good deal. Check it out. Spiro.media, top nav bar, Spiro Sync 26. It'll take you right there. All right. Good stuff. Todd, REP 2025. This is the first conference I've been to since PMRE. What was that, 3 years ago?
Yes.
I think, yeah. And that was when nobody knew us and we knew nobody. And the introvert in me surrounded by everything Vegas was just, I wanted to shrink. I wanted to hide in a dark corner. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, I had an absolute ball at REP. And yeah, not because of Vegas, but because of the people that were at REP. And I'm not going to try and name every name that came up and said hello. I'd asked you, I think, was it the podcast before or 2 episodes, if you're going to be there, please come introduce yourself. I would love to meet you. And you did that. And you made me feel so incredibly welcome and humbled by that. So to each of you that specifically came up to me and said hello, thank you. I had a ball meeting you, each of you. Yeah.
Yes, it is just I can't tell you how much it means for you all to come up, pull a chair up, sit beside me, say hello, Craig as well, and our team at WOW, team at Spiro. I know you guys, there was, some of you were just dying to meet, many of you were dying to meet Shannon, and you got to, and lots of hugs. And, but that is so gracious of you all.
Absolutely.
Just as a human, it makes us feel good. Like, it's great to meet you guys and to hear about your stories, and you guys are always so kind, and you thank us, and you're gracious, and we get to get a picture with you. So, I want to concur all of that, Craig, that, it was just incredible.
I had to laugh at one point. I started feeling just a little weird. So most of you know, I've told the story. I used to work in broadcast radio, right? So I would get, the occasional comment out at station appearances. Hey, I recognize your voice. And, oh, that's what you look like. And Todd, I heard over and over and over, hey, I recognize that voice. And, let's see, I think it was, Brian. I was having breakfast with Billy Lysham, who some of you probably know him from the Facebook groups. He and I were having breakfast. I think it was Thursday morning. And a guy came in solo, he's getting seated. And all of a sudden, Billy and I are talking, and I say something. I see this guy's head kind of whip around. I'm like, I see the lanyard, and he's like, He knows me. And then he says, I know your voice. And I'm like, come on over here. Let's have breakfast. So I'm pretty sure it was Brian. Yeah. It was just a lot of fun connections like that. If you've never been to a conference, I want to encourage you. If you're going to take away so much learning from other owners, the speakers, just the connections that happen at lunchtime, dinner time, activities afterwards. It will renew the spark in you, assuming that you have passion for this industry, or if you ever had passion, it'll renew it. It was awesome.
Yeah. It's a time, Craig, that we get away from our business. So just instinctively, it does something for your business and the effect that you get to test some of the infrastructure of your business. And one, you're physically not there. So do you have infrastructure to help you? Do you not? And it gives your team the ability to step up and say, hey, I can do this without the leader. And it gives, and you can see who can step up and they'll solve things and they might need you. But that's the first thing it does just off the bat. The second thing it does is that it really is going to re-energize you. I mean, the energy in that room was incredible. The community, and that was all of you guys wanting to build community with each other. So, I challenged everybody, at the beginning of the conference as the MC to build connections at this event. It's what REPP wanted to happen. And people were connecting in the app and chatting and getting breakfast and lunch. And that is incredible. You won't believe what having a couple of names in your phone book will do. And I know there are some groups that have been started that get together and they meet at a regular interval on Zoom or have a group call. Some exciting things that happened. Colleen started a women's in business and real estate media business group. So look for that online. If you are a woman in this industry and you want to get involved in that group, please just search it out. Craig had a fabulous luncheon with other fellow Christians in the industry. And I know that group kind of got resparked. And I hope we hear from many other groups that have happened from this. That is my main goal for all of you in these conferences, is there are other people out there that are trying to find photographers right now, are wondering if they should hire a VA, are wondering if it's time for a stateside admin, that drive around and say, hey, honey, I shot that house. Like, that's not a normal thing. Like, think about, I shot that house. Like, there are other people that speak our language, and connecting with them will do something that if you haven't experienced it before, I can't quite explain it until you do.
Exactly. We could talk an hour, Todd, about all of our takeaways, and in the next probably month and a half or so, we're gonna have many of the speakers from REPP 2025 join us here on the podcast and just do a kind of a recap of what they presented. Todd, you mentioned Colleen; she's going to be joining us. She's going to talk a little bit more about that women's group and what she presented. Scott Golmick's going to be joining us. Just all sorts. But I had a ball. Before we get to this, is there anything else you wanted to cover? Just
no, Craig. I want to hear what you had a ball about.
I had a ball interviewing you, our listeners and viewers, those of you that were at REPP 2025, just what your takeaways were from each of the morning session, the afternoon session. And I think I've got, I don't know, maybe 7, 8, 9 people here. We've got roughly about 15 minutes worth of takeaways from you in the industry that we wanted to feature here on the podcast. So, Todd, without further ado, let's go ahead and cut to REPP 2025, your takeaways and things that you learned from the conference.
So my name is Kevin Lamontagne.
Christina.
And our business is Backroads Media from Northern Colorado. And we're just here at the REPP conference. Loving it. First time ever. Loving it here. A lot of energy with Todd, Emmaus, and just this idea of how you can serve. Colleague kid. And just so awesome about how we can serve people, how we can serve them well. And that's what's standing out to us right now.
Very cool. Very first session. Is this your first time at REPP?
First time at Rep.
Excited.
Good to meet you guys.
Yeah, good to meet you too. Thanks for having us.
Brian Clark, local Flavor Films and Photography.
All right, where in the country are you located?
We are in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, awesome. We're at REPP 2025. Just got done with our first morning. What has been your biggest takeaway at the conference so far?
Lord, it's hard to pinpoint. I don't know if it's because of the first session, but Colleen really just, they're all amazing.
Yeah.
But Colleen really spoke to me, just as far as its efficiency and trying to kind of how to set up for that next level.
So I randomly met Brian this morning at breakfast, and he's like, I know that voice. I'm like, come on over, let's have breakfast together. That's the kind of awesome relationships we're able to build at REPP 2025. If you've never been to a conference like that, I really encourage it. Would you encourage that?
First time, yeah. Do it.
Awesome. Just trading great information, meeting some great people. And Brian, thanks for taking the time with me.
My pleasure. Thank you, Craig.
All right, no problem.
I'm Tony with List Vantage, and we're based out of East Polk County, Central Florida. And you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jonathan, Lucent Real Estate Media based in Maryland.
Cool. Very cool. All right, so how long have you been in business?
About 2 years. November was spotty the first year, almost 3, but really full time about 2 years now.
Okay, and how about you?
I started January this year, so
This year?
not quite a year yet. Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Are you having fun?
yeah, it's been a blast.
Very cool.
That last segment having fun was pretty interesting.
It got me fired back up because I've been doing this since 2017, and I kind of got in that stale area. And
Yeah.
it's like, man, I need to have fun again.
For sure, yeah. I thought it was the bringing the coffee, the boom box was a great idea too.
Cupcake with a different feeling.
That was genius.
brilliant.
That was genius. Okay, so beyond that, what has been your biggest takeaway this morning?
Watching Colleen talk about the VAs, it was really nice for him. So I have 3 VAs in my team. The main one, my office manager is what I call her. She just hit a year last month, and it's nice to know that that we can make real impact in her life. This is the most money that she's made.
Right.
The least, the lowest stress job that she's had. It was nice to do 13th month, give her a month bonus.
That's so cool.
As well. It was and she treated her whole family to dinner. Yeah.
That's cool.
But the biggest takeaway from Colin, what she mentioned was, even though on our craziest days and we're going through the chaos, and I asked Ivory, my VA, to get on a call, and I always have made it a point, even though we're in the thick of it, I'll always say, hey, before we get started in the craziness, how was your weekend? How was your time off?
That's good.
You did that. I saw you posted on your Instagram, you did that run the other day.
Yeah.
And I always take time, whether it's messages and whatnot, but my takeaway was doing it on a regular, scheduled basis.
Yep.
I think it makes, it's a nice touch, that a gap that I'd love to step up and fill in my business.
I like your word gap.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's how we address challenges.
Sure.
Or problems.
Okay.
They're not problems, they're gaps.
Yeah.
Just gaps that we fill.
And then that's all we ever do is that's all we ever do is just try and get better.
Right.
I like. Sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
I like what Hormozy says. I heard someone else quote Hormozy and say that businesses or entrepreneurship is like chewing glass and staring in the abyss. Excuse me. Hormozy was quoting Elon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like chewing glass and staring in the abyss. Ultimately, all entrepreneurship is just chewing different glass and never really. You can only see so much in front of you, and we're just trying to get better. Yeah. So.
Cool. All right. How about you? What was your biggest takeaway this morning?
For me, I think it's the overarching thing of service and serving others. Like remembering why you started it to serve. You're serving the agents. You're serving even the team member, like your VAs or your photographers. Like starting your business to then impact others.
Yeah.
I think helps you stay motivated, stay refreshed.
Yeah.
That's so easy to get. When you get to that selfish, oh, why aren't they doing more for me? Then that's when you hit that burnout. If you're always in that, how can I help others more? I think that was helpful in longevity. And then you can think of how can I get creative to serve them better or things like that.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool. Good stuff.
Sure.
Guys,
I added one more thing if that was cool.
Yeah.
I ordered 2 copies of the Unreasonable Hospitality.
I need to get that book.
Yeah,
it's on my
I just did it. I did it on the spot. I was like, I don't want to forget, because that's how it's fizzled out a bit in my business, because we've expanded to shooters and VAs, and I don't do all the in and out nitty gritty. But if I can, ask my Ivory, my VA, to make a Slack channel called Unreasonable Hospitality. We'll do a little book club challenge, or if even it's me sharing a daily takeaway or something. I think that principle is something that was strong in my business being solo, and I'd love to kind of make a part of our culture ongoing.
That's awesome. Cool. Guys, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right, so I just met another new friend, podcast listener. What's your name?
Adam Wilson from Orlando.
Okay, what's the name of your business?
Modern Vintage Media.
Very cool, very cool. So how long have you been in business?
I've been in business for about 10 months now. So I started January this year.
Dude.
So I guess 11 months now with November. Time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're having fun, right?
Having a great time.
So we just got out of a session that was all about having fun in business.
Yeah. He brings the energy.
I'm going to try and get him on our podcast.
Oh, you need to.
That'd be awesome.
You need to.
So, okay, question I'm asking people. We just got done with our first morning of REPP 2025. What was your biggest takeaway?
I really like Justin's speech. He did just to have fun the bringing coffee to morning shoots. What a great idea.
Yeah.
Something I've never thought of, but it's genius.
It is.
And bring in a speaker for a vacant shoot, just to have fun with it. And when you have fun, good things will happen. And you said it, the best thing to do for your clients is just to care.
Yeah.
You just care about them. I learned that from you. I learned that from Todd. Just care about the clients, and it's the best thing for you and them, and that's the most important part.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
What's your name?
My name is Preston Tulby.
All right. What company are you with?
Tulby Real Estate Media.
Okay. Where in the world are you located?
In Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin.
Very cool. All right.
Yes.
So we're at the end of day one at REPP 2025. What was your biggest takeaway for the afternoon session?
Just the vibe. I am feeling so good, energized, and there's so much information churning and churning and churning, and it's just great. I just feel like I'm alive. My business is going to thrive, and yeah.
Very cool.
I feel great. Thank you.
Thanks. We are wrapping up day one of REPP 2025. And what was your name?
My name is Eric from Love and Media from SoCal. And it was a great experience to be here on my third year coming to this event.
Oh, this is your third year?
Third year.
Oh, very cool.
Back, yeah.
Okay.
And I started learning with Eli and his team directly, and I've seen it expand. And I've learned a lot even to this day. The quality and the client acquisition is so key. That's one thing that I really enjoy.
Very cool. So what was your number one takeaway from the afternoon session today?
Oh, client acquisition.
Client acquisition?
That was it. I did not knowing how much revenue you could lose by just gaining 50 clients, you know, and how it expands and grows to be said.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Josh.
Zara.
From Moorfield Real Estate Media, based out of Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, we're close.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, so we were talking before we hit the record button. You were just sharing some things about the podcast and what kind of jumped out and has ministered to you.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the podcast specifically, just Todd and Craig's heart just for ministry and serving has always spoken to me. My wife and I, we used to work in church ministry, youth ministry, and really just taking that mindset of serving our clients with the love of Jesus and all of that. So anyway, just always encouraged by these guys, and they're just just the standard that they set. It's just really inspiring. So I always love listening to you guys and everything like that. So
I was just sharing with him just a little bit about my story and how we're both ministry minded, but there's such a need for marketplace ministry of our pastors and church equipping us to do the work of ministry and going out.
Yeah.
And I really think that's the next big revival.
Yeah.
Is in the marketplace.
Yeah.
But we need more. We need more people that follow Jesus.
For sure.
Doing that day to day.
And it's been awesome. The amount of homeowners that I've been able to that are going through hard times, whether it's divorce, death, being able to sit there and pray with them, encourage them, share a smile or just a gentle word of encouragement. And then even with realtors that are going through a stressful time in life, transitions and different things like that, and being able to pray with them, encourage them, love on them, huge opportunities that if I wasn't doing what I do now in real estate media, we wouldn't be able to do those things. So it just offers opportunities that happen outside of the church doors. So we're really blessed to be able to be in that position.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
All right. So number one question I'm asking everybody is, what has been your number one takeaway from the afternoon session here on day one?
The last gentleman that spoke about being burnt out in business or kind of wanting to call it quits, I found myself there last month after a full summer of going crazy with real estate media and then shooting weddings and corporate events on top of that. I'm phasing out of weddings and all that kind of stuff. But I was at that point where it's like, I just want to call it quits. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. But then it snapped me back when Eli said, there's one of two things. You're either building the business that you don't want, so stop building that, build the business that you want. And for too long, I let it just kind of build itself and cater to its clients because of that like servant nature. And it's like, okay, no, but there's got to be a line in the sand of like, I'm here to serve and help, but it can't always be at my expense, or our expense, our relationship, our family, etc.
So you got to serve your family first.
Yeah, for sure. So, what about you?
Oh man, I definitely think like biggest takeaway serving. I think like that. I think that's what was so interesting about getting into coaching and listening to everyone. Todd, is like you have to be served, like have a servant heart. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's like all over the Bible, you know? So it's like, oh, okay, so it's not just a business of real estate and intersection, it's more of a relational servant type of thing. So, yeah.
Very cool. Guys, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. We are having a blast at REPP 2025. We are just wrapped up the end of day one. And I've got James Weatherhall with me. Name of your company again?
Ending Media in Lexington, Kentucky.
Very cool. All right, right down 75? Yeah, you're right off 75. Yeah, very cool. All right, so we are asking everybody best number one takeaway from afternoon session here on day one. What was it?
It's that I need to do client acquisition. Whether it be talking about the cold calling in the morning or using Rep Engine or something like that. That's what we need to get going now that we have some capacity in order to actually have some more shoots. So going out, getting new clients and taking care of them as well is something that we need to do better at.
Yeah, everything I'm hearing today is just kind of re-sparked everything in me too, because I've been kind of stuck also. Now part of mine is we need another photographer, but I'm going to be talking with Kirsten C from our team about, okay, how do we solve that? And then let me run. It's just, if you've never been to this conference, this is my first year here. It will re-energize you.
It opens up your mind for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. James, thank you.
Thank you.
Man, I'm having such a great time meeting everybody here. Both of you listen to the podcast?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Big fan of the show.
Awesome. Thanks for listening.
Of course.
I hope we can continue to provide value to you guys.
Absolutely.
All right, so let me have you both introduce yourselves. Dominique, I'll have you go first.
I'm Dominique Hill, Real Dependable Media. Love the podcast. Listen to it as much as I possibly can.
All right. First, let me ask you a question, then I'll have you, John, introduce. What's been your number one takeaway for the afternoon session of REPP 2025 this year?
Number one takeaway has been to celebrate your efforts. So,
awesome.
Not really big on it, but I know after this it's very important. Take the time and support yourself and do what you love on your free time.
Very cool. Thank you. All right, who do we got here?
My name's John Umbrilla. I'm the founder of Picture Perfect Properties based out of South Florida, and I'm a big fan of the show. Number one fan of the Spiro podcast.
Thank you, John. You're going to make us blush. All right, what's been your number one takeaway at the conference?
I would say my number one takeaway of the conference has been that you have to be on a relentless pursuit of doing client acquisition. It's easy for us to lose sight of that. Like Eli was saying, someone will want you to edit something out, or someone will have a complaint or something customer service related. It's easy to want to jump to want to do that, but at the end of the day, you can't shift your focus from client acquisition. And of course, you want to have a good system such as Spiro.
We did not pay him to say that.
I'm not a paid actor.
Actually, you did have credits because you were one of our first.
Oh yeah, I was. I actually signed up first, and I was still using my old system. I finally did a soft launch. I let all my customers know that I'm switching over.
Very cool.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. John, thank you. Dominique, thank you.
Thank you.
We're at REPP 2025.
With the mastering the Shinrin Jiu-Jitsu.
I quit Jiu-Jitsu a long time ago. Anyway, we're having a great time. So what is your biggest takeaway you've taken this morning?
Man, to be honest, having fun has been the best one.
Yeah.
I've been working so hard for a little while.
Sure.
And I think I lost my why. And having fun is something that this is the biggest one.
That's good stuff. Thanks for sharing. What's your name and your business?
My name is Johan De Olio, doamedia.ca in Canada. We're in Toronto.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun, y'all? I just love hearing that, seeing you. It makes me relive the moment. So we hope you enjoyed those. Craig, thank you for doing that. That was incredible. Fun. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Craig was walking around Vegas with his Osmo and recording everything, and that was just a blast. So thank you for doing that, Craig.
Oh, it was my pleasure. It was kind of fun. A couple of people, I had the DJI mic minis, and a couple of people hadn't seen the mini, and they couldn't get over how small those microphones were. And I got to say, as a former audio guy, I'm really happy with the audio quality on those, especially in that noisy environment. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, those things are so. I have one of them. It's not coming to the foot, but it's crazy how small they are. I mean, it's like that's the size of a button.
I like them so much better than the Mic 2s. Those things are gargantuan. Anyway.
Yeah.
If you're doing
Craig, I do have it.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, I do have, if you're wanting some more content, I always love hearing from people in the industry. There are some things that exist for you out there and that are coming from the REPP conference. So Camilla did a 100 tip for real estate photographers. So if you are not on Eli Jones's newsletter, you can reach out to them or get on the newsletter, but they sent that out about a week ago now. And there's 100 tips that you all gave, which was fabulous. So you can really hear from the industry about, something that they picked up along the way that helped move their business forward. So thanks for those that participated in that. Secondly, you are probably at this date and time that it's just past the middle of November. You're probably 2 weeks away from the replays of the REPP conference. So those will be for sale. Just keep an eye on your inbox for that. But if you did not get to be there, did not get to experience it online, you can get the replays. They're coming out very soon for you. So check out their website for that.
Good deal. If you have a business topic that you would like to see Todd and I cover, or if we don't know the expert information, we can find somebody that does and bring them on the podcast. We would love to hear from you. Got so many compliments on the content that we have provided, but we want to make sure that we continue to provide content that is addressing issues that you're facing in your business. So please drop us an email, hello@spiro.media. Ask the question. That's the best way. If you leave a comment on the YouTube channel, we try and keep up with that the best we can, but the quickest way for content suggestions would be to drop the email hello@spiro.media. Todd?
We want to make this the podcast that you guys need. We want to bring value. We did hire Steve. This is a different Steve than the Steve Musk. This is Steve Helton. We have a director of marketing now at Spiro. Extremely excited about that. So let us know what you want this to become. This is a goal that we're going to continue to focus on this and bring you even more value inside of this podcast.
Exactly. Todd, thank you again for the opportunity to go to REPP 25. That was a blast.
Oh, I won't forget it. It was so much fun.
Yeah. And to each of you that said hello or waved or whatever, thank you. It was so awesome it was an honor and humbling to meet each of you in person as well. And we just really appreciated the words of encouragement that you shared with us. So thank you. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up another week. We're going to start, I believe next week, we're going to start diving into interviews with speakers from REPP 25. So stay tuned for that. And until then, especially as we're headed into Thanksgiving here in the U.S., make sure you take some time to be thankful for the blessings in your life and make sure you take a breath. Take care.
Thank you for joining us for the Spiro Podcast, Managing Your Real Estate Photography and Videography Business. This is a production of Spiro and Wow Video Tours. You can find out more about Spiro's real estate media business management software at our website, spiro.media.